to the Fantasy Footballers Podcast with your hosts, Andy Holloway, Jason Moore, and Mike Wright.
Welcome in. That's all I got.
Hey, at least you tried.
It's going in and out this week.
Your voice is better
Yep, I know where you're
than
going.
football was last night. You said, Mike, you promised us it was football time. You said on the show yesterday it's football time. You freaking liar.
I take full responsibility for that, for really liking the players who were supposed to be in last night's game.
Oh,
That was
What
such garbage. Wasn't it more penalties than first downs?
yes, for both teams.
For both.
Yeah. I mean, it just,
At least Bowers had a big game.
it was awesome. Well, he had a big catch
And
pretty early, and it was like,
Sutton-
okay, all right, let's go.
Sutton was great, right?
Oh, yeah.
Bo Nix?
He is not the leader in targets or yards for his team anymore. No, the guy in the lead for both targets and receiving yards for them on the season is the guy who can't connect with his quarterback.
Troy Franklin?
Yes.
Yeah, I believe the numbers that I saw this morning, he's caught one of his last 25 deep passes from Bo Nix.
Bo Nix' deep passes were a problem for a large part of last year and for pretty much all of this year. He figured it out for a stretch, but I'm starting to not believe he can throw a good deep ball.
Bo Nix has been weird, man.
Very weird.
There is you remember for weeks we were talking about the fact that he gets out of the pocket and he thinks he can do more out of the pocket than
Right.
Last night or this morning I saw a tweet from Kurt Warner talking about this, and he's like, Bo Nix is leaving the pocket so soon that it's before he hits his back step on the drop sometimes. And it's like he wants to get outside the pocket because he thinks he can throw the ball better there. But the interceptions are coming, and Cortland Sutton, the reason he was good last year with Bo Nix, he scored double-digit touchdowns. They were in the red zone. They were connecting all the time. Like Cortland Sutton right now,
That's been awful.
if you told me you want to
been
bench him next
awful.
week, I'm like, cool. If you tell me you want to play Alec Pierce, if Alec Pierce has a good game this week and we're 4-5 in a row and Cortland Sutton is sitting here going, it's touchdown or bust, Cortland Sutton?
Yeah,
I just don't. This is not the game people expected.
No, not of course not. No one ever expects, unless it's like an insane weather bowl or there's two backup quarterbacks. You can't ever expect a 10-7 game. Like there would never be a line that's like over under 20. And it's like, I'll take the under on 20.
I pulled up one of the sports scores apps at somewhere in the third or fourth quarter, and they needed a headline to highlight what's been happening in the game. And the headline for the game going into the fourth was, who's the kicker for Denver?
Oh, he sucked. The punter?
No, not the punter. The field goal kicker for Denver. I don't know why I can't place his name right now.
Will Lutz?
Yeah, Will Lutz. They're like, the headline for the game was, Will Lutz hits field goal after missing earlier field goal. That was the highlight of the game.
Yeah, I was my friend, we were talking, he's like, what is Bo Nix? He's like, does Bo Nix even know? And then I started walking through it. I'm like, here's the thing. Like, is he good? You can't have done what Bo Nix has done in the last month or so if you're bad. But also, you can't be doing what Bo Nix is doing over the last month if you're good.
Yeah.
It's like you are. It's a real Schrodinger's cat situation.
The Broncos have beaten the 3-6 Jake Browning Bengals, the 2-7 Geno Raiders by 3, the 3-5 Davis Mills Texans by 3, the 1-7 Justin Fields led Jets by 2, Jackson Darts 2-7 Giants by 1, and the Cam Ward led Titans by 1.
Yeah, it feels
a fake record.
Kind of like a house of cards.
This team does not look like a playoff threat to me.
Their
right
defensive
now.
line is obviously great. They're getting after the quarterback fantastically. They're keeping this offense is a real problem, and it makes me wonder.
Number 1 seed.
I did wonder. Now, J.K. Dobbins was okay. 18 carries, 77 yards. It played out kind of like we warned people that even though R.J. Harvey's been good on a per touch basis and good for fantasy because the end zone work the last 2 weeks,
we got to get Bidet in there.
Yeah, J.K. Dobbins had 18 carries to R.J. Harvey's 4, and R.J. Harvey, only had 3 targets, so it wasn't very involved. But it does make me wonder with how much this offense has been struggling. Like, at what point do they self-evaluate and go, man, we need some more explosiveness in this offense. Maybe we do need to get R.J. Harvey more involved. I don't know. They need
I don't
something.
know if Sean Payton has that in him.
No, I think it would just be in the passing game. I mean, right now, the Cortland Sutton, 3 for 24. Pat Bryant had a 43-yard catch. That was his only catch. Evan Ingram, 2 catches. R.J. Harvey, 2 catches. You want to get explosiveness, throw the ball to R.J. Harvey a little bit more. Ashton Genty scored again.
He was okay. Yeah, 19 for 60 and a touchdown.
Yeah.
Tyler Lockett was the leading receiver for the Raiders.
Yeah, this game sucked.
One
just
catch
front
for
to back.
Bowers. I mean, yeah, it was just terrible.
And I mean, it hurt a lot of people. Like everybody who had Brock Bowers played Brock Bowers, and I think most people who had Bo Nix in what looked like a prime matchup, favored at home against a beatable defense. I made the choice, and so this I hate even admitting this. It sounds with hindsight, it's like, what an idiot! Why would you?
Okay,
I played Bo Nix over Jalen Hurts in our main dynasty league.
I get it.
I mean, I
totally
promise Jalen Hurts will have a better fantasy.
I had, for a league of record, I had Bo Nix, Cortland Sutton stack versus Ashton Genty and the Broncos defense.
Oh,
so I
off
went
to a bad start.
I went from the highest projection of the week to projected to lose.
Man, we talked about this game too long.
Agreed. It's Friday.
Footclan Friday.
Every Friday, we give $100 away to, it's a gift card to fantasychamps.com where you can get your trophies and rings and belts and
Time's
things
coming
like
up.
that.
We're getting closer to that.
Yes, we are.
That ring time.
This week's lucky winner is Micah L46625. Probably a robot.
Oh, I would
Probably a robot.
I was going to go Mikael.
Mikael. I was like, why did you read Michael wrong? But yeah, it's not Michael.
No, it's Micah. It's Micah. Congratulations. Enjoy the $100 gift card. Let's talk some news.
News and notes from around the league, presented by Progressive Insurance.
Jaden Daniels' MRI did not show any ligament damage.
Dude, what?
Just a dislocation.
What?
He will not require surgery.
Does he have Gumby ligaments?
Seriously.
He's going to be reevaluated after the bye. I think that will be along with the team's record. But no ligament damage, no need for surgery.
That dude's ligaments are awesome. He can definitely touch his toes.
Probably.
Oh, yeah.
Probably.
This is
great news.
Awesome.
It's great news. I have Jaden Daniels in a league as a keeper, and I don't want to think about this injury through the offseason.
Right.
No. Yeah.
It was so great to see it be minor. Or
not
minor. I mean, the guy's elbow dislocated, but what it could have been.
Not going on IR is incredible.
It's also really good news for the morale of the team that still has to play football. Like, they have something to play for now.
Sure.
They're trying to play, just like we've seen with the Bengals, at least the offense, trying like crazy to get the win so that they can make the playoffs so we can get Burrow back. They're not folding it up and being like, well, our season is lost. It looked, when this injury happened, like a lost season. Now it's like, we're playing for Jaden Daniels. So
if you strung a few games together.
Yeah, exactly. Now it's hard against Detroit this week, but
Jeremy Fowler reporting the Buccaneers are thinking Godwin could come back in late November or in December. Those are 2 different months.
Goodness.
That's a really loose timeline, and he's not going to be relevant for fantasy.
I wonder if he comes back too quick for his own good. I mean, he's done this on multiple major injuries where it's like, wow, he got back quicker than we thought, and then it was like, maybe you shouldn't have both times. Like Cam Scadaboo, take your time.
Right.
Come back on the timeline. Don't, which is, of course, ahead of schedule, but still not like don't blow our minds.
James Cook returned to a limited practice on Thursday.
Okay.
Rico, 2 Pumps Dowdle returned to a limited practice on Thursday.
This is also good.
Harold Fannin was added to the injury report with a hamstring injury.
You do not like seeing that. Njoku, I believe, is practicing in full.
Is that a fan string? No, it's not. All right.
What?
He was going with a fan and hamstring.
I don't know, brother.
Oh, man.
I'm not well. All right, Aaron Jones.
It's almost the weekend.
Returned to a limited practice on Thursday. Ramondre and Booty not practicing for the Patriots. Adunze and DJ Moore limited for the Bears. Full practice for DeAndre Swift. We talked about that yesterday.
And a full practice for Luther Burden. So concussion protocol, I would imagine he's progressing quickly enough that he should be active.
And Michael Pittman, full practice.
Good.
Need him? Need him this week?
Yeah, yeah. I need him every week.
All right. We don't have practice for Brian Thomas Jr. Nick Chubb's back. Puka Nacua, full practice. And Saquon and A.J. Brown, both full practice participants. After the bye, they were both hurt. Saquon, they said it was minor. This seems to prove it out. And then A.J. Brown, nice to see him back at practice. Monday Night Football game for A.J. Brown. You would like to know now, not later.
Yeah,
Yes.
for sure.
That was News and Notes, sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Quote today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations. Coverage subject to policy terms, limits, and conditions.
Fantasy Forecast, presented by Prize Picks.
Yesterday, we talked through quite a few matchups. Falcons, Colts, Giants, Bears, Bills, Dolphins, Ravens, Vikings, Browns, Jets, Patriots, Buccaneers, Saints, and Panthers. So if you want to listen to the breakdowns on those games, just click yesterday's show, listen through, and then come on back for the rest of the matchups. We'll start with Jacksonville 5-3 taking on the 3-5 Houston Texans. The Vegas line, Jacksonville -1.5 on the road. Over-unders 37.5. We have had repeated weeks where we were surprised the Texans were.
So Jacksonville?
Well, this is a C.J. Stroud not playing situation.
Oh, yes, of course.
Yes.
Of course.
No C.J. Stroud in this one. It'll be General Mills himself. Who is 5-19-1 as a starter.
That's bad.
Trying to get to 5-20 in this one. That is the worst record for any quarterback since he came into the league.
He said to make at least 25 starts.
Yeah.
There was
impressive.
He was part of the method for acquiring C.J. Stroud,
which was funny,
getting that top pick
because he had a stretch of games where you're like, maybe.
I think
he has something.
Everybody has that. Like Tyler Shuck might
think
show it a little
everyone has
bit.
that.
I'm just saying you look.
Spencer Rattler had a couple games.
Yeah, exactly.
You were like, oh, okay.
And then they're going to get the number one pick. Justin Fields is like, he'll have his games where it's, hey, you're going to get the number 2 pick.
Yeah, that's pretty much what makes a good and bad quarterback. They're all really good players. They make the NFL because they're the best in the whole world, and the good ones do it all the time, and the bad ones do it occasionally.
Fair.
Guess what? Only Cam Ward and Dylan Gabriel have a lower passer rating than Trevor Lawrence.
Math checks out on the eyeballs because
the eyeball math.
He is not.
He is who we thought he was.
Yeah.
Well, how do you not cut your hair?
Trevor Lawrence, at least just
point,
do something.
When you have been struggling, go with the changeup.
Yeah. Get LASIK, even if you don't need it.
Oh, the
right.
Jameis.
Just do something.
You can be better than 20/20 vision.
Yeah, I mean, this is 2015. Maybe
what's the maximum vision you can have?
I don't know, but I'm pretty confident you can
Eagles.
actually have
you could put
better
eagle eyes in.
Have better vision than.
I mean, there has to be a limit. But 20/20 isn't considered perfect vision.
Not anymore. Not in today's day and age.
We've enhanced our eyeballs.
I might be making this up. I don't know, man.
Okay, we could not just be like, sure.
2015 vision.
I've heard people
that
say
good?
that they have better.
You can see 20 feet when an average person can see 15 feet.
That's what that means.
Yeah.
Oh.
So 2015.
Yeah, I've heard that before. People
All
are
right.
like, "Oh, I got better than 2020."
Trevor Lawrence doesn't, or maybe he does, and that's the problem. He's overthrowing everything. He's like, "Oh, I'm seeing 20 feet. Y'all can only see 15."
And I'll throw it 20 when they're standing at 15. Jacoby Myers is going to play in this one, only outside to start, according to their head coach. And then Parker Washington will be in the slot. Brian Thomas seems destined to miss this one. I don't want to guarantee it because we still have a Friday practice. Hasn't practiced this week. Had a low-grade high ankle sprain. Those are normally multi-week.
Yeah, I mean, if you and a high ankle sprain, we've said it's usually 0 or 3, so he could play this week. But the fact that he hasn't even been limited in practice, not even trying to go, he probably misses multiple weeks. Now, Parker Washington, last week's darling PPR dart throw, appears set to do it again. However, this defense is the number one defense against quarterbacks and number one defense against wide receivers. I do think, I mean, obviously Trevor Lawrence is going to complete some passes and throw for some yards. I think a lot of it's going to go Parker Washington's direction. And so if you're in a full PPR league, he's an okay kind of basement floor type player. I can't see him having a really monster game in this specific matchup.
Yeah, the whole Jaguars side makes me nervous. Travis Etienne I play him because I can't imagine I have a name that I would start over him. But
you're playing him over Ken Walker against Arizona.
Yeah, I would. I mean, he's been okay. He's been okay on the season, but this matchup is it's brutal. And if the pass catchers can't get anything going, this might be another one of
10-7 game.
Yeah, I mean the exact same. What the Broncos Texans of last week might be the same thing.
I'm cool with Etienne. I think they'll be in control of this game and able to run the football quite a bit. On the other side,
how about
go ahead.
Travion Henderson?
I've got Travion ahead of him. I've got Travion ahead of him.
Okay.
David Montgomery ahead of him. Those same.
You just want some more
tiers.
ceiling, or
Yeah, I want a little bit more ceiling, a little bit more juice. The youth and the ability to still have his breakout game, which Henderson is waiting for. He showed enough on film last week where I think there is a world. I know it's against Tampa Bay Buccaneers. There's a world where he has a breakout. I don't see a great game coming from Travis Etienne unless it's touchdowns. Like if he has multiple touchdowns because, pass interference on the one or whatever.
Davis Mills led offense on the other side. Nico Collins.
Yeah, he's still playing
with kind of a depressed face.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not confident that Nico can still have a good game.
He has. Who's there?
Nice.
Thank you. So
nice. We're back. We're so back.
Yeah, you just saved the whole show, Jason.
Backwards dunk. He has had good games with Davis Mills before.
And we are so back.
It's Friday.
Gillian Gabriel.
So yeah, you're gonna play Nico. I mean the Jags give up a lot of points to quarterbacks and wide receivers on the season.
Woody marks Nick Chubb with Chubb back at practice. With the defense for Jacksonville being a top 10 against the run, they don't seem like players you should actively try not to play them.
Yes, they're a neither situation where like Etienne clearly ahead, obviously, but I think.
What about like Tyrone Tracy against Chicago?
I have both Singletary and Tracy ahead of Woody Marks.
Okay,
and in the opposite order, I've got Singletary ahead of Tracy.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Arizona's 3-5. Kyler Murray's on the injured reserve, and they go to Seattle to take on the currently cooking Seattle Seahawks, who are 6-2 and playing so well. Seattle -6.5. The over/under is 44.5. Seattle won 23-20 in Week 4. It was one of the many games in a row that Arizona managed to barely lose. Sam Darnold's been amazing, and now we add Rashid Shaheed to the offense.
It's exciting.
We have Torrey Horton emerging as a rookie, although he didn't practice on Thursday. He may miss. JSN is a machine. There's a lot to like about the passing game in Seattle right now.
Mm-hmm.
There is a lot to like about the passing game. I think that if you just look at season-long statistics of the Cardinals' defense, you're going to be misled to thinking this is a better matchup for the passing game than it actually is. They also got their first-round pass defender back. The Cardinals did.
This is Will Johnson. Are you talking about?
Nolan.
You're talking about our defensive tackle?
Yeah.
Oh, you said pass defender, so I got confused.
Well, I'm just saying he was all after the quarterback last week. Had his first sack, and
I've never heard that before.
I think this will be a more defensive battle than we hope it is.
I don't think Seattle covers 6.5. They might win the game, but I agree with you. I mean, but Seattle's defense is outstanding, and they're going to be at home, 12th man. Cardinals are going to have to go on the road, and Jacoby gets another start. The nice thing about Jacoby right now, he's throwing the ball downfield like crazy, and 287 passing yards a game. He seems good for a couple of touchdowns. Trey McBride has been the best. I mean, he's now the #1 overall tight end on the year, and he has Jacoby Brissett to thank for it.
Yeah, he's looking solid. We loved Marv getting 5 targets in one quarter, so there's more confidence. The running backs for Arizona.
Gross.
It's like the problem is like, well, is it DeMarcado? He seemed like he had the most juice last week, the most production. I don't know that I really want to chase that.
He's the one I would play of the group. I'm actively doing that. I cut Bam Knight to sign DeMarcado. DeMarcado,
Would you play DeMarcado or Woody Marks?
I'd probably play Woody Marks.
Okay, that's where
At
I am
home,
as
yeah.
well. And then do we make anything of, we had, if you can remember a couple weeks ago, which feels forever, Seattle was talking about the run game. They go into the bye week. They come out of that. Ken Walker has his highest snap share of the season at 57%. It was 13 opportunities. Opportunities were still close between him and Charbonnet, but is this just a one game, he got extra snaps this week, or do you feel like are we going to be on a trend here that Ken Walker will be actually startable with some confidence?
I think both of these guys are startable without confidence.
Okay.
You have when they get around the goal line, it's going to be Charbonnet, so you've got a chance at a touchdown. When you're not there, Walker can have the big plays, clearly the more explosive runner. But I believe that this will be a near 50-50 timeshare every week rest of season.
Have you seen someone made a meme, they're playing Madden, or it's like their games have for Ken Walker, where it's like they're talking to him on the headset. Walker rips off this huge run, and they're like, go down, Walker, go down. He's like, what? Oh, okay. So he goes down at like the 5. And then
just like dives on his own.
Yeah, he's like, okay, well, next play. Then they get him in the back, they're lined up like, wait, timeout. Get Sharps in there. Get Sharps. It's so funny.
Here's something wild, by the way. You remember how impressed we were with Sam Darnold through the first 8 games last year in Minnesota? Nobody expected it. So through 8 games last year in Minnesota, he was averaging 16.7 fantasy points per game, 14 passing touchdowns, and 5 picks. This year, he's at 17.2, 16 passing touchdowns, 5 picks.
Just unbelievable.
Better than last year.
Higher completion percentage, more yards per game. He's been awesome.
I'm so pumped.
It's
for
great.
Shaheed on this team.
Yeah, it's
for Darnold.
It's going to be pretty interesting, and it may happen quicker with Kupp and Horton's injuries too. All right, we'll take a break. Come back with the Rams 49ers.
From Curtis 50 Cent Jackson and the executive producers of Power comes the final season of Force. Tommy Egan is back, and he's going all in. Turf wars, betrayal, and chaos erupt. Will he finally become the kingpin of Chicago? Watch the explosive season premiere now, only on Stars and the Stars app.
Lowe's knows Sundays are for football, so tackle your home improvement projects by Saturday and earn your Sunday with great deals on LG and Bosch appliances, select Bounty and Swiffer cleaning products, and more. Then, once your to-do list is done, get ready to kick back, relax, and enjoy the game. Shop in store or online now and earn your Sunday with help from Lowe's, official partner of the NFL.
L.A., the Rams, 6-2, taking on the 6-3 San Francisco 49ers. Rams 4.5-point road favorites in this one. Over-unders 49.5. Jason, you made a little bit of a face there.
I get it because the 49ers are really banged up, but Kyle Shanahan, I feel like he's the one coach that has McVay's number. It's 11-7 against McVay. They beat the Rams earlier this year in Los Angeles.
Yep.
So a 4.5-point Rams on the road favor is, I get it, but I'm a little skeptical.
Well, the Rams are really playing well on offense. Mike, you made Matthew Stafford your start of the week yesterday on the show. Top 8 quarterback in 4 of his last 5 games. That's not really been the Stafford story.
No, it has not.
It's Devontae Adams. They get around the goal line, and the last couple of years that's the Kyron zone. And it's been working. But now what's working is, hey, let's throw it to Devontae Adams inside the 5. I forget the exact target numbers, but he is like 5 or 6 targets ahead of the second place. He is that's their plan, and their plan is working.
Yeah, he's on pace for 17 touchdowns.
He has he's got 20 targets inside the red zone, and then number 2 would be Trey McBride at 16.
I believe all his touchdowns are within the 20-yard line.
He also has 13 targets inside the 10, which I mean, we've all heard of a goal line running back.
Yes, a goal line.
They have a goal line wide receiver.
They do. You play Kyron, you play Puka, you play Devontae Adams, you play Matthew Stafford. On the other side, CMC, no questions asked. He's easy. Wide receivers, though, for San Francisco, and confidence in Mac Jones. He's averaging 36 pass attempts a game. They are at home. Do you have any confidence with any wideouts right now? I mean, the target share for Juwan Jennings has been good. The production, not impressive. 55th at wide receiver, then 47th and 24th the last 3 weeks. Saved by a touchdown last week.
Yeah.
Yardage has been 40, 45, 41, and 31.
The problem is the yardage is not where you need it for feeling any sort of coziness to play Juwan Jennings right now.
So are all the wide receivers kind of off the table for you?
I don't think they're off the table. They're just they're hard to reach on the table. They're like,
you play
they're
Parker,
in the back.
Parker Washington goes above them all. Quentin Johnston above them all. Wandale above them all.
I would rather play Quentin Johnson for sure. I think he's always got the explosive upside. But I think I would rather have Juwan Jennings than Parker Washington.
Whoa.
Ooh.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's
okay.
crazy.
All right. Okay.
Water bet.
That's
I
wild.
don't know that it's crazy, but
Okay.
It's just a matchup play. Like
I'm the one that decides.
Yes.
Whether it's
game-
crazy.
I'm sorry.
This
Whether it's
game with a
crazy.
49.5 point over-under, 22.5 implied points for them. The Rams have been very difficult to run on, but, they can be passed on. So it's one of those where I'm just, Parker Washington is guaranteed more targets than Juwan Jennings, but I think they're going to be very hollow, worthless targets.
I mean, I decided you're crazy, so
Well,
I
right.
don't agree with anything you said.
We always knew that, though.
George Kittle.
You keep playing him. He's too good of an individual player and at a position that is,
Since he's returned,
not great.
obviously had the goose, and then 4 for 43 and 4 for 32.
One of
That's
those with
sad.
a touchdown.
That's sad.
So we are at the time of the year, and considering what we saw last week from Brian Robinson, if you got McCaffrey, Brian Robinson needs to be on your bench at this point.
If you don't have McCaffrey, Brian Robinson needs to be.
Yeah, he's not a bad.
Everyone needs to pick up Brian Robinson. He's probably one of the top insurance options.
So I'm like, man, what's Brian Robinson's roster percentage at? So I go into Sleeper, search Robinson, click on B Robinson. I'm like, 100% rostered.
That's Bijan.
That's B. I got B Robinson.
My son did that with the number 1 pick.
Yeah.
Brian Robinson per Sleeper is only 32% rostered, which means Brian Robinson needs to be picked up.
Yeah. No, I mean, Blake Corum. We just talked about the Rams. He needs to be picked up too.
Just saying, since Kittle is back, the actual running, the ground game for San Francisco has been better. Like at the beginning of the year, it felt like should Christian McCaffrey miss time, Brian Robinson is just going to be an okay replacement level guy, but they're getting it going to the point that he would be he'd be a full fab dump at this point. So get ahead of it.
This is the time of year,
Yes,
where we don't always draft these insurance backs. You don't necessarily know who it is. It's not clear which ones will be the guaranteed backup, but now we're getting close enough to the playoffs where you start scooping these guys up, protect yourself. You know what your roster is. Start stocking up on those insurance running backs.
The Detroit Lions are 5-3, coming off a loss to Minnesota, going to Washington to take on the Marcus Mariota-led Commanders, who are 3-6. The Vegas line, Detroit -7.5 on the road. A nice 49.5 point over-under gives Detroit almost 30 implied points in this one. And just a couple of Dans going at it. Dan Quinn, Dan Campbell, little Dan battle.
Dan.
Couple guys that appreciate a good goatee.
I think the winner gets to be declared Dan the Man.
That's
it's on the line.
That is
Dan
the
the man.
rule.
Yeah. Dan Quinn wears his hat in a way where he thinks he's the man all the time.
Hello, fellow kids.
I have not had a problem with the backwards hat thing until very recently. And I don't mean in general. I mean with Dan Quinn.
Oh, what happened?
I think he's aged out of it.
Really?
Jason, that was about 15 years ago.
No.
That's what we've been saying for a long time. When you don't have any hair but white hair, you probably flip the hat around.
Never.
I don't know. I feel like a year ago,
Never.
I was like, I feel like it worked for him. And now I watch him, I'm
Take
like,
it easy, Colin Cowherd.
I'm not saying I'm just saying it's not a good look for him.
Wow, breaking news.
Yeah.
Thank you. He's 55 years old.
Oh. I would have taken the over on that. Sorry, Dan.
Let's see.
He's only 55?
Yeah. I actually was shocked too.
Okay.
Yeah, like if you look at him and Pete Carroll, I mean, what's that gap?
That's got to be over.
It's like 20 years, right?
Yeah.
More than that, right?
Yeah, I think Carroll's 76.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't look that far apart. Right.
74.
Well, the Commanders don't really have a functioning secondary. Are you moving to a little JMO conversation this week after he scored last week? And they kind of lived up to their word. They got him the ball a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, just always open to it. Amon-Ra, of course. Jameson Williams, it's only a 16% target share. I think, honestly, I am the Isaac TeSlaa guy. The quote, of course, just gets my dynasty team very excited hey, we got to figure out, we got to get him more involved. They did talk about other players, too, of getting them more involved. So I think that kind of just, I don't think it really pans out. What's going on,
What
Chuckles?
happened? What happened, Chuckles?
I got my curiosity got the best of me,
Oh,
and
no.
I went into ChatGPT and I asked it. I said, give me an age where a backward hat is no longer cool. Do not tell me anything but the number.
Okay.
And it gave me a number,
Okay. Is it,
41,
Oh. Uh-oh.
which means
you're
Not
going back?
cool.
I can still do it.
Yeah.
I can still do it, Jason.
Wait, what are you doing over there,
I'm
Mike?
saying that's stupid. I'm standing up
I'm
for
just-
the old guys with backwards hats.
All right.
Backwards hats, bros.
Unite.
Yeah. We look so cool, guys. That just made me laugh. All right, thoughts on JMO? You shared them. Debo on the other side versus JMO. You'd play JMO.
I would.
Alec Pierce versus JMO. Alec Pierce against Atlanta. We talked about him yesterday.
Man, I think I'd go Pierce.
Alec Pierce has been too consistent. There's just so many ways it can go. Laporta, Andy, is your start of the week this week. If Laporta has a good game, I really doubt Jameson Williams does, because I always assume Amon-Ra does. And then if they're up and in a healthy lead, which they're favored by more than a touchdown, then you expect, my start of the week, David Montgomery in the running game, Jahmyr Gibbs. Like, there's just too many mouths.
I really
to
like
feed.
Jared Goff this week. I'm throwing that out there. I actually think Jared Goff's going to get it done. Maybe they all get it done this week for Detroit. Little bounce back game.
It would be nice, Mr. Jared Goff. It would, like last year was so good. Well, it was okay. It was better than this year, though.
The Lions have won. I don't know if you said this, but they've won 12 games following a loss.
Man, that's what when you brought up Montgomery yesterday, I'm like, man, I love the Lions after a loss. I
Yeah.
didn't even know that number. It just feels like they always respond. The best teams do. That's crazy. That's tied for the longest streak by a team in like 15 years.
Yeah.
Treylon Burks played 51% of the snaps.
We're
That
so
tells you-
back,
It tells
baby.
you where Washington is. Is it possible we can bench
And he got a catch.
we can bench everybody in Washington? Can you play nobody?
I think Marcus Mariota is in play, not in a single quarterback league, but if you're in a 2-quarterback league, he's a top 10 machine with his rushing upside. They're gonna have to score in this game. He's not an incompetent quarterback at all.
Marcus Mariota, or I assume that Justin Fields is starting. Justin Fields or Marcus Mariota?
I would take Marcus Mariota just
Okay.
because Fields is playing against Cleveland and Myles Garrett, and I don't like that.
I don't like either of them.
Mariota's playing. No, I get that, but I'm like, you might be in that situation where
I guess
you're having to stream.
I guess I'd go Mariota at home.
I'd go Fields.
You always
Well, we
would.
knew that. I mean,
We
you
already
don't
know
count.
that. Yeah.
I don't.
You don't count.
Yeah, Josh Allen or Justin Fields.
I would go Josh
Oh,
Allen.
you liar.
Whoa. Anybody else from this game, Zach Ertz, you're interested in?
No, thank you.
No, thank you. No Jaden Daniels. Pittsburgh's 5-3. They take on the 6-3 Los Angeles Chargers. Vegas line, Los Angeles -3. The over-under's 45.5. One thing that we can talk about real briefly, we've talked about a lot at the trade deadline. Chargers were not active to, they didn't go out and get a running back to replace Hampton. So I found that moderately encouraging. This is a team that is 6-3, playoff plans. They certainly, I think if they thought Hampton wasn't coming back at any point, I think they absolutely would have made a move. They didn't. I find that encouraging. I think Hampton, I don't know how much he impacts your fantasy team, how many weeks there will be of that, but I think he's going to get back for this team at some point.
Well, the nice thing is if he gets back in the season, it'll be for your fantasy playoffs. He could still be a league winner.
So the Chargers in this one, though, they won't have Hampton. They'll have Justin Herbert, my start of the week. He is 2 yards away from setting his career high in total rushing yards on a season.
Wow.
He's going to get there.
I think you're right, Jay. Kamani Vidal.
Oh,
it seems like
it was not silky smooth.
When you want to start him with confidence, that's happened 2 different times after a big game, and he didn't deliver, right? I mean, you got that monstrous performance in week 6, and then he dipped down to 5.5 fantasy points in week 7.
That is honestly
against
true.
Tennessee.
Vidal is just destroying souls because the Miami game.
Yeah, he's on benches.
You had to wait. Because there's a report. Oh, Haskins is going to be the main guy. No, it was Vidal. You're like, sweet. I'll play him against the Colts. 14 opportunities, 5.5 fantasy points. Oh, he's not good enough.
We can't play him.
He's playing Minnesota. 19.2 fantasy points. Oh, fantastic.
We made a mistake. We got to get him in our lineup.
The Titans, this is the best matchup.
Super good.
3 points.
So do not bench him.
You have to put him in your lineup, but you can't look at your screen while you click.
He played 72%
roster.
of the snaps.
He's still playable.
72% of the snaps for any team is great for a running back. Like those assets, if you've got player X as the name and you don't know who it is, they should be started in most situations. Now you tell me it's the Chargers.
Kamani Vidal or David Montgomery.
I was going to say the same thing with Monangai, so put him in there.
I'd play him over Monangai.
Yeah, I think I go Monty Vidal, Monangai, because it looks like Swift is back practicing.
Rashad White against the New England Patriots.
I would rather play Vidal.
Wow. Okay.
Rashad White's.
Oh, I know he's stinky garbage, but I mean Bucky won't be back.
Right. No, I mean both of these guys are going to get the majority of their work, but I think Vidal has a better opportunity here.
All right.
Ladd McConkey targeted on 29% of his routes the last month. Keenan Allen's been outside the top 40 in 5 of 6 weeks, and then Quentin Johnston got back on the fantasy relevant train last week, 4 for 53 and a touchdown.
Yeah, I'm going to start all 4 of the pass catchers from the Chargers.
That includes Gadsden.
Yes.
Your start of the week?
Yes.
That's good.
Oronde.
That's it. You're going to start your start of the week.
Gadsden.
Not Ariana Grande.
Oronde Grande.
Gadsden.
Oronde Grande.
Oronde Grande.
There you go. Nailed it.
Yeah, you're not going to get a good game out of all 4 of those players. That's a fact, but I don't want to miss the incredible games that all 4 can provide. So if I've got 1 or even 2 of them, they're probably one or both in my lineup.
Keenan's the one I'm not locking in as I'm starting.
I would put him last of the 4.
Yeah, like I think you could have other options that you'd feel better about with Keenan Allen.
But like perfect
his floor
example,
is real bad.
I would agree with that.
I play Parker Washington over him.
That was the example. I would definitely play Keenan over him. If you say who's going to get a touchdown, I put the odds of Keenan being much higher.
Okay, it's been a rough run for Keenan.
Mm-hmm. It was a rough run for Ladd for a while. It's just going to flip back and forth between these guys.
Aaron Rodgers on the other side, the big win last week against Indianapolis, giving them a second loss. Jalen Warren, your start of the week, Mike. We know the Chargers are a run funnel defense, 27th in yards per carry allowed. They give up almost 5 a carry. Jalen Warren's a great start matchup-wise. You want to talk about the Kamani Vidal of the wide receiver position right now. It is the not so smooth DK Metcalf.
Dude, it's brutal.
It's been really hard to predict when he's relevant. I mean, he's had 3 top 12 weeks in the last 5.
Mm-hmm.
So then you're like, that's great, right?
The other ones.
Yeah, if he doesn't score, basically. If he doesn't go Devontae Adams around the goal line. I mean, some of these, he's probably up there with Adams in terms of like these top inside the 10 target numbers. Devontae Smith or DK Metcalf. I have a league where I have to make that decision. I have Smith in there right now.
I lean Smith. I mean, I'm back at my Zay Flowers or DK Metcalf. Zay Flowers against Minnesota, and I think the Ravens are going to do very well. So it's just, does Zay get anything going? The DK Metcalf is a brutal fantasy player right now.
So, yeah, I mean, do you have thoughts on Metcalf, Jason?
Yeah,
please tell us what to do.
Yeah, I see him as, I've got him this week as my wide receiver 24, which I feel like is fair. You are, that borderline low end 2 where you need the touchdown to be happy, but you have decent odds of getting a touchdown.
What do you think he is on the year?
Higher than that, probably wide receiver 20.
21.
So, to answer your guys' specific questions, I would definitely play Devontae Smith over him. Flowers is...
I'd probably play Metcalf over Flowers.
I think I'd play Flowers over Metcalf.
There you go. No help at all from the
Thanks,
Fantasy
guys.
Footballers podcast. We'll take a break and we'll talk Monday Night Football.
The Kia Sportage Turbo Hybrid has a bold design, a spacious interior with 232 horsepower, and a 12.3-inch panoramic display to keep the adventure going and fit the way you live. And with SiriusXM, every drive comes to life, bringing you closer to the music, sports, talk, and podcasts you love right on your vehicle on the SiriusXM app. Every SiriusXM-equipped Kia Sportage Turbo Hybrid includes a 3-month trial, so the experience begins the moment you drive. Learn more at kia.com/sportage-hybrid. Kia, movement that inspires.
Footclan, we want you to meet Claude, the AI designed to be your thinking partner, Pop and Josh. When you're making fantasy decisions, Claude helps you work through the complexity behind your choices, like weighing a rookie's upside against a veteran's floor or analyzing how weather patterns might affect your quarterback choice. Claude goes beyond easy answers. It's the AI for minds that don't stop at good enough. It thinks with you, not for you. Try Claude for free at claude.ai/fantasyfootballers and see why the world's best problem solvers choose Claude as their thinking partner. Philadelphia 6-2, Green Bay 5-2-1. Let's redeem this island game we got on Thursday between Bo Regrets and Geno Smith.
Oh, it shall be. I mean, Jalen Hurts going off now that I benched him. I know it.
Oh, yeah, because you played Bo Nix. Green Bay's 5-2-1. They are favored. 2.5 points at home at Lambeau. Over-under's 45.5. This should be fun. I mean, two of the biggest NFC contenders on a Monday Night Football game.
Yeah, this is a great one.
Philly coming off the bye. Green Bay coming off a loss. They're another team that I have a lot of confidence coming off a loss. We'll get it together.
Are you surprised that the over-under is 45.5?
As opposed to higher?
Yeah.
Not with these defenses. I think that's about right. I mean, we're in a position where we kind of don't know what to expect from Jordan Love week to week. He has had games where, he was start a week a couple weeks ago, ended up having a big game, was disastrously bad last week. I mean, just single-digit fantasy points for the first time this year, and made some throws or decisions that turned into throws that were atrocious and embarrassing. Where are you with him at home, though, in this matchup? I mean, Philadelphia's defense right now, we know what they are. They're pretty good against quarterbacks and wide receivers.
I mean, I tried to get on board last week, and I'm back to where I was all season, which is he's a talented quarterback that does not have enough right now touchdown option weapons.
Yeah, he's down his number one guy.
That being
Tucker Kraft?
Yes, Tucker. Okay. I didn't know if you were saying Golden was going to be out or
I said his number one. I didn't say the third string
usually
guy.
When you make a comment like that, you're making a joke.
Oh, no.
But yeah, without Tucker Kraft,
how dare you?
It's harder. This is a very, very important game for seeding and all of that. So I think that they will really utilize Josh Jacobs a lot in this game, and that will come at the expense. I mean, we've talked about it a lot. Jordan Love is an F in our consistency score. It's about 22% of his games in his last 17. No, are start-worthy plays, and this is a tough matchup. So I'm out on Love this week.
Keeping an eye on Musgrave's involvement. Are you curious at all? Do you think that there's a world where he's relevant rest of the season? The way that Otten has kind of come into frame for Tampa.
I mean, if you lost Kraft, he was a okay type of pickup compared to, I'm sure, what else was on there on your waiver wire at the tight end position.
I'm going to close my eyes on this one simply because I've talked about this several times through this season in the matchups against the Eagles. The Eagles for multiple years have been just really their personnel is really good against tight ends. It's not an exploitable matchup. So if Musgrave doesn't have a good game this week, I will still be willing to say, oh, they might use Musgrave more and more rest of season and kind of forgive a potential bad performance.
If you lost Kraft and you picked up Musgrave, and let's say Juwan Johnson's on the waiver wire, would you roll with Musgrave or Juwan?
Juwan.
Okay. And then Romeo Doubs.
He's been getting it done.
I mean, you only have the one ceiling game, but over the last 5 weeks, he is averaging 8 targets.
It's only going to get better. No Golden, no Kraft.
That's what I was talking about. I mean,
and Christian Watson.
The last
those
month,
two should be much better.
8 points, 10.2, 7.9, 12.6. These aren't, these aren't week winning numbers, but these are
it's Romeo Doubs.
It's
They're
a better
not
option.
Winning numbers.
It's a better. He's a better option than people think.
If we
in their
just
heads when
said,
they think
hey,
of Romeo
there's
Doubs.
a wide receiver who had 140 targets, 90 receptions, 1,100 yards, you'd be like, yeah, I want that.
Yeah.
That's the pace since the bye week the last month, and now they're out.
Now that Tucker Kraft's in a better place.
Oh man!
If you didn't hear that, Romeo Doubs' comments about Tucker Kraft's injury made you question whether Tucker Kraft had passed away.
Oh, man.
On the other side, it's pretty simple. Hurts, Saquon, Brown, and Smith are in. Dallas Goedert has a career high in touchdowns right now.
Yeah, they have been using him around the goal line on both regular targets and kind of trick plays. It's wild because he's never been utilized like that. He's also got games with 7 targets, 9 targets, 11 targets this season. So I think he should certainly be in play as a start.
And my feelings on Tank Bigsby are very similar to Brian Robinson. That if he's out there on your waiver wire, I mean, if you have Saquon, I would protect myself. I think that should Barkley miss time, I think Tank Bigsby will be very, very good for fantasy.
Injury updates for you. James Cook says he is ready to go for Week 10.
That's great.
And then Bucky Irving, Chris Godwin not practicing again on Friday. Can we stop reporting on Chris Godwin? So we don't need to do that anymore.
He's out till the
nobody cares.
End of November or
if you
December.
told me he's practicing, I'd be like, okay, I'm not playing him.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not. Yeah, I did think about Tampa, man. When they drafted Ibuka, everyone's like, what are you doing? They're like, Jalen McMillan was a monster at the end of the year, and Godwin, you just gave him a contract, and Mike Evans is coming back. Can you imagine where they'd be right now if they didn't draft Emeka Ibuka in terms of competition in this?
Struggling.
I mean, that is such a fundamentally important draft pick that they made. You just take the best player.
Yeah.
All right. We're moving on.
Fantasy Face-Off, presented by Prize Picks.
Well, these two guys they were perfect last week. 4 for 4 on both of their
Ka-ching.
selections. You say that with a backwards cap, and it's a problem.
Ka-ching.
Yeah, that's not cool, man.
Look at me, fellow cool kids.
I went 2 for 4. I am spinning the wheel. It's time.
Wheel of Shame.
Hooray!
Yeah, there it is.
Okay, let's see what you got.
Why don't you spin
that wheel, Andy?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and spin it.
Okay. We got reporter, the count,
I'm hearing sounds
cat
back there,
person,
too.
farting around. Oh, no. Wet
shame bag.
Oh, my gosh.
Just as a reminder, we wanted to make sure that you didn't forget that you lost the water bowl as well and got chopped. It was a bad week, so we don't want to see your face, Andy. You get the brown bag. The brown bag treatment.
This is humiliating.
Yeah.
Humiliating.
Well, it looks.
Can you see?
It looks a lot better. I think.
Well,
that's this is a family show, sir. This is a family show.
With the name, I thought he was getting a doused soggy paper bag.
Oh,
so I'm going to tell you, I
do not condone waterboarding.
I am a little disappointed.
I'm sorry,
that your
man.
bag is.
I apologize. It was
Okay.
it was because he lost the water bowl. He'll get his
Okay.
water. All right. So who do you got at quarterback, Andy?
Let me tell you. It looked.
Oh, there it is!
In the face! In the face!
Yes!
Yeah!
Yes!
You thought you were getting wet with a wet, soggy bag? Come on, man. This is the fantasy footballers.
I think you got him right in
Where'd
the
I get
eyeball.
you? Oh, no. Did I get you in the eyeball? There's only 3 spots I could get
You know
them.
how gross this smells now?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Probably like a wet dog.
And yes, you got me in the eyeball.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
You must be good at that game
It's
at
okay.
the
I deserve it
at the
but-
fair.
But I
There's more coming, man.
oh man,
That's not it. Just go. Just
Matthew
don't worry about it,
Stafford.
man.
Matthew Stafford more than 23.5 passing completions.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going with Justin Herbert. His rushing yardage, he's been on fire. His projection is 23.5 rushing yards. I'm going to take more than that this week.
Justin Herbert is my quarterback as well. He's my Green Goblin.
Okay.
So I got 224.5 passing yards.
All right.
I took the more.
I hate you guys. I'm going, are we running back? What are we?
Sure.
My microphone is all wet, Jason.
Yeah,
Stop it.
We do have technological.
I did think about that, and I went,
Don't care.
Don't care.
Right. Yeah, running back. Who you got? Wet bag.
Bam Knight, less than 36.5 rushing yards.
All right. I like that one. This one is my most fun one of the week. It's also scary. These are – so we have a couple of these when we're going into every Sunday where it's like they are really fun to play along on Prize Picks with, and this is one of them where I'm just going to be holding my breath. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. First rush.
Oh, those are fun.
First rush.
Yeah.
3.5 yards.
Yeah.
Against the hard to rush on Detroit Lions. I'm going less.
You better hope it's not third long and they run a draw.
No. It's got to be 1st and 10, hand off to Bill, get stuffed.
Stop talking so much.
All right. Spray him again, please.
I'll spray.
I've got Derrick Henry. Projection
Bad kitty.
6.
This is so bad.
Derrick Henry, 16.5 rushing attempts against the Minnesota Vikings. The way I see that game going is Henry will eat, so I'm taking the more.
Christian Watson.
Ooh, Christian Watson.
19.5 yards.
Okay.
Longest reception.
Oh, okay.
I'm going more.
Okay.
Get a big bomb. For wide receiver, I've got Tez Johnson. His projection is 3.5 receptions against New England. I think he will overcome that. I'm going to go more.
I don't mind that. I'm going with New Orleans. I'm taking Chris Olave, hoping for a consolidation of targets and receptions. Chris Olave.
Give me a drink.
Oh, wait, you're in misting mode. What are you doing?
I regret saying that. Go on.
Chris Olave, 5.5 receptions. I'm taking the more.
Is it back to me?
It is on the tight end.
My Green Goblins, Trey McBride, more than 39.5 receiving yards.
And my Green Goblin is also tight end, Sam Laporta, more than 2.5 receptions.
I already used my Green Goblin. So get ready for this one, boys. Spray!
Goodness, stop it.
The world's slowest man, Dalton Schultz.
Oh, man.
He has been getting involved lately, and I know what it is.
Can I make my guess? Less than 0.5 broken tackles.
I wish. No, I think that he is going to be necessary this week. 35.5 receiving yards. I'm going to go more.
All right. Makes sense.
The doctor. See how he can.
All right, wet bag.
You want me to handle this, wet bag? That was Fantasy Faceoff presented by Prize Picks. Join millions of users and sign up for America's #1 fantasy sports app. Use code footballers and get $50 in lineups when you play $5. Do it. Prize Picks is extremely fun. Been loving it. Oh, did you get the right button? Signing off for Andy, Jason, and me, Mike. Enjoy the football.
Smells like a wet paper bag.
I'll see y'all on Sunday. Goodbye.
Thank you for listening to another episode of the Fantasy Footballers Podcast. Join our fantasy football community on jointhefoot.com and follow us on Twitter @TheFFBallers.